guys, so what I'm going to do right now is just go over the things you need to work on with Miss Ella outside. So, excuse me, as you see, she's very into picking things up like Edie. I'm working on it a ton, but it's something that is a really big issue for both dogs. And it can be problematic. I mentioned it from eating animal feces. They can get all sorts of parasites and worms. But from eating twigs, no. And you notice that correction? Did you see that? That was the kind of correction you need to do. You need to actually add something as a consequence to motivate her to go, it's not worth it. That's really what it comes down to. She needs external motivation. She's a good girl, both dogs, honestly. But they can get impactions from eating stuff. All right, so if you notice, there's a couple things to notice. Ella is on a long leash. That's going to be really, really important, especially with the recall. You want to start off on your 6-foot leash, right? Just to make sure that in close proximity and around minimal distractions, she'll come. Then around heavy distractions, she'll come. And then once she's mastered the 6-foot range, then you want to start. No, thank you. Then you want to start to give her more distance and more freedom. And in the beginning, you'll probably hold the leash. And it'll be, if she needs it, you'll give her a little guidance. We're going to go over this in a second, of course. But ideally what will happen is, you'll rely on that leash guidance less and less. And the next thing you know, the leash is dragging around and then you're not touching it. But with more traditional methods, good girl, thank you. With more traditional methods for training, it's going to be over the course of months. And you're going to have to make it easy for her in little bite-sized steps for her to understand and be successful. So when we are setting dogs up for success, we're doing a couple of things. The leash is probably the most important thing, because the minute you say, Ella, come, and she can just blow you off, then she realized that the ball is in her court, if you will, that it's always an option. And that may not be an option you want to chance when your front door is left open and something gets her attention across the street, or you're at a park and the thing that has her attention is a dog that's not good with other dogs. So it's super, super important that she thinks that she doesn't really have an out, that it's always going through her. There you go, good girl, thank you. The other thing is I have a treat pouch on me. Besides her kibble, I have real meat in here. That's going to be super important, especially for the recall, but you can occasionally add it to other commands. The really good things in life that she wants come when she's doing the recall. Just to review, so commands, start off with Ella. The come to me command is Ella come, and it means come to me, right in front of me. Good girl, sit. That's right. Give me this eye contact. See, I love this right here. I love this sitting. She's all wiggly. She's excited. Good girl. Break. Where's Shelby? Oh, man, that's some good stuff over there. Good girl. So, it's her name. It's the command. In that order. Come means come to me, like I said. Then there's sit. Thank you. She's still a little uncomfortable with the down command. I'm going to do it with her in a second. You're going to see I'm going to give her leash pressure with my foot, but I want to explain it. And we're going to go over it again in the recall training. But when I say down, and I do a little pressure down with the leash. No. She's a very soft dog. Now. She doesn't like down. Nope. Down. And so right now she's also being stubborn. And just because she's little and cute does not mean she should get away with being stubborn. It's actually a big problem. Down. So I'm going to help her. I'm going to do a little pressure on her shoulders. Thank you, good girl. She knows the command. There's nothing wrong. She just doesn't want to do it, and she's trying to avoid doing it. Now, what I was saying is she's a soft dog, and what that means is she doesn't like being put in situations where where there can be conflict. So, down is a vulnerable position, so it makes her uncomfortable. More confident dogs don't have such a problem. It's also why you don't want to get angry, you don't want to get mad. If you notice, it was a little gentle pressure on her shoulders. I wasn't smushing her into the position. Ella, break. Good. And the same thing with the recall. Now if you notice, she tends to stop a little away from me. So let me see if I can get over here. Ella, come. Good job. I'll back up, and then I'll take like a step back, and then I'll bring my feet forward. Good. Because she wants to stop further away from me. Good girl. Break. And I think that's because being asked to come in too close is just a little too confrontational for her. Okay, so you know sit, you know down, you know come. The command that means follow me on my left side is let's go. Now you notice I didn't ask her to leave it. I wasn't like, Ella, leave it. Ella, no. I just gave her a little leash correction for going for something that she could get her eating. Now if she decides she's not going to walk forward, oh good. Right here. Just straight pressure forward from the leash. If she's really like putting on the brakes, then you're just gonna pull and release. So right here, so good, she gets a little, if you will, good, that's she's doing this, she hasn't done this. So you're just gonna pull forward, and then the minute she walks with you, the pressure goes away. When you stop, good girl, she stops. And that's when you want to give her forward. Good job. That's it. Good. If you need to, you can do, so straight pressure is better for her, but if you need to, so I just hold it, release, good girl. And again, this is her just saying, I don't want to do this. Now this is a big one because she's outside and she decides, I don't want to come inside, good girl. It is the same behavior as, I don't want to lay down, I don't want to walk with you. She doesn't want to do it, so she's trying to get away with it. Okay, so like I said, good girl, break. Break is, if you hear me say that at the end of each command, and I usually follow it up with food, break lets her know you are finished with the sit, you're finished with the down, you're finished with the place, and that's where it's right now. You are finished with the recall, it means come to me, right, in a straight line, quickly come to me, all the way to my feet, sit in front of me, look up at me, and maintain eye contact until I say break, which means you are finished with that command. So, break means you are done, and I like to follow it up with food. So anytime you ask her to sit, lay down, do a place, or come, she's supposed to maintain that until you say break. And same thing with let's go. It means let's go. Good girl, baby. Let's go. It means walk with me. Good shot. If I stop with me. Oh boy, good girl. So if I say good, Ella, break. On my feet because I didn't the last few times. If I tell her to break, you notice she's not 100% sure. She's waiting. She's like, oh, come on. But it's her cue that she can go away from me. That she can go do her walk now. She can go explore and be a dog. Now, really important. We're gonna go back to that recall. I got the good treats. I got her on leash. I'm ready to use the leash to reinforce the command. She's not in a sit. She's not in a down. She's standing there waiting. But you don't want to practice when she's standing there waiting. She knows. She's not a stupid dog. She knows we're doing training, and she knows the pouch has some good stuff in it. But you don't want to practice when she's expecting it. You need to practice it randomly. You need to practice it when she's distracted. You need to practice when she's distracted by, like, sniffing things and exploring, playing with Edie. That's a really big one. You got to practice when she's playing with Edie. And what you want to do is she's really distracted. Ella, come! Good shot! Praise the second she comes to you. Back up. Come. Encourage her to come all the way in. No dancing. She should come and sit. Good girl. Break. Release when she gives you that eye contact. Good job. You don't have to just do one kibble. You can do a few kibble. You can throw in something special. Good job. Right here, Ella. Good girl, baby. It's really important that you throw in something special. So she's distracted. Ella, come. Good job. Nope. Good. Break. You can take the food, right? You take her food here, throw it away. Oh, you didn't see that. Let's try that again. I'll take her food and toss it a little bit. Ella, come. No. Ella, come. Good job, baby. up very quickly. Ella, come. Good girl. Nope, Ella, come. Good. Right. It is so important that if she doesn't immediately come to you, you use that leash to help her. This is to clarify what she's supposed to do. So if she's doing the wrong thing, you're gonna help her so she doesn't go, oh, I don't know what this command means and now I'm confused and I'm getting flustered. Because dogs get confused and they get frustrated. So it's really important not to leave her confused or frustrated herself. Also, it's to help her understand that, like I said, there's really no option and, to do it right. So give her that guidance. If you're backing up, like right here, oh, good girl, and she doesn't back up fast enough, a little pull and release. That's all she needs. Good girl. So good. So on your leash walks, bring your treats. Work the dogs separately. You have to take out the time and work Ella by herself. Be prepared. Let's Go's on your left side. Have your food ready. Love on the left. Ella, let's go. Praise her when she's participating. Good job. Good. Get excited. Good girl. Speed up a little. Stop. Praise her because she stopped with you. Good girl. If she doesn't stop with you, use that leash to help her. Let's go. Good. Praise is not enough. Praise is awesome. Yeah, good girl. Besides, when I say break and I feed on break, there's another word that lets the dog know what you did at that moment was awesome and I'm going to feed you. You're done with your command. You can get up and get the food. And so if she happens to be doing really good, walking with me, I will say, yes, good job. And that means that food happened. Yes, not good girl, means food happened. Just like break also means you did a good job, you're done, and I'm probably gonna feed you. Yes means I will feed you. Yes predicts the food. So, you don't hear me doing a lot in the recall, but Ella, come. Yes, good girl. She turned from it to me. All the way in. It's a treat, that's it. That's it. Break. So I use that to mark a moment. Now, there's a lot of different ways you want to do. She walks past something on the ground, I would mark it with a yes and feed that. But it does mean if she's in a sit or in a place and you go yes and she jumps up, that's fine. Just let her, it's okay if you want her to go back, just put her right back in the position. So Ella, sit. So let's say, we're walking along, I put her in a sit, she did really good, somebody came up, said hi, she sat there and was just this little gem of a dog, and I was like, woo, good job, yes! And she got up, that's fine. That's okay, it's like a break, she can finish. Now, where I do not allow them to get up is Ella, sit. And if she does it, just a little, she's very good. She does not try to be difficult, she just gets confused most of the time. She's a little stubborn with certain things, but for the most part, see, I know I'm confusing now, I'm sorry. With the down, she can be stubborn. With the recall, she can be stubborn. With certain things like sitting and interacting, she doesn't want to be difficult. She just gets a little confused. So look at her and help her. So if I say good girl, and I feed her, good job. If I say good girl and I walk away, okay, I'm gonna go this way real quick. This is very important. Nope. If I say good girl and nope. I'm glad she's making some mistakes here because the timing is very important. Good girl. Hi. Nope. Hi, good girl. Thank you. Good. Nope. Good job. Hi, good girl. That's good. Good girl. Good does not say you are done doing command. It means keep going. Ella, break. So I'm glad she made some mistakes because when she's making a mistake, I say no. Marks that moment, she made a mistake, and then I immediately use the leash to help her as I repeat the cue. So she broke a sit, it'd be no, sit. and help her get from moving away from the position. And that timing is super important. Get the knowing as she's making a mistake. Use the leash to get her back. If she was here and she moved here, she would go right there. Just use the leash to guide her right back, pull her back to a sit. Good girl. Break. Now, besides having her reliably come when called, you also need her to sit and stay. Sometimes you don't want her to come to you, and sometimes you know she won't come towards you, but you need to be able to, so you need her to stay there so you can get her. There are times where she won't come, like she's uncomfortable or she's overwhelmed, or you might have put her in a scenario she wasn't ready for, like 5 dogs wrestling nearby, and you know that's too much, it's just too advanced for her, she's not there yet. So you say, Ella, sit. And then, good girl, you go all the way up to her. Good girl. Nope. Petting her is not an excuse to get up. Nope. She has to learn this. This is so important if you want her to be reliable. Good girl. She can do, nope, sit. Good girl. Ella, break. She can do all the cute things, all the smushy, all the loving, all the dancing, all the cute stuff you want, just not when she's supposed to be doing something else. It's really important. Good girl. So when you're walking, whether she's behind you, Ella, sit. Good. Did you see that? Turn around real quick and use that leash. Good girl, break. Or, she's in front of you or she's off to the side. Can we do this? Or you say, Ella, sit. Nope. Good. You just practice for various distances, saying the command and reinforcing the mood. Ella, break. Good girl, break. Good job. Good. Don't be shy with the food though. Bring the food. Use the food. Use the food when she's doing a good job. Don't use the food when you've had to tell her 3 or 4 times to do a sit or a down, or she blew off the recall and you dragged her all the way in. Save it for when she does a good job. It's her paycheck, and so if you look at it as a way to communicate with her when she's doing a really good job and you feed her for subpar behavior, you are telling her that it's the lesser behavior that she should offer you because it works. And that's exactly what you get. Bring the food, use it. Bring toys, use them. Use your praise. Praise is a big deal. But again, here baby, if let's say you told her to sit 3 or 4 times and she did it, and you said sit, and then you're, oh, good job, and she gets up and you're like, sit, good, oh, what a good girl. Good, break. You're just reinforcing her blowing you off. And then, again, it's the same pay for doing a different behavior than what you want, and she'll do that because it works. All right, so this is just the outside manners. Practice that recall a lot. Practice it from a distance. Let me do it again. Did I get away from using the breath? This 20 days of practice when she's distracted. Nice and clear. One time her name, one time the command. And then the second she commits to them hearing something. Ella, come! Nope. Come! Good girl, Leslie! Good job! Sit. Break. So she needed a little correction on that. Good job, baby. A little guidance. She turned and came to me and told her she's there. Ella! Come. So you let her get distracted again. I think she's more interested in the snow. Know what her distractions are and work on them. Ella, come! Good job! Good girl, good girl, good girl! Break. Lots of practice with this stuff. Lots of practice outside dog parks and dog areas. Woo! Before you spend your doing it with the dog. Ella, come! Yes! Good job! Sit. Break. Let her know when she's doing the right thing. All right, do that, guys.